Well, apparently you need an ensign for more than just to do the resurrection and do the Moses thing, right? Because people have to be ready for God because he tells jokes and he sings. So if you're gonna be mad at God for telling jokes, you're probably not gonna be happy in heaven. That's what he said. So you're not gonna be sitting with at his table, that's for sure, because he does joke. Um, the two winds got 40 pages of jokes about them in the Bible. That's one way you can identify. That's no other way you can. There's nobody else could be the two witnesses except the ones that have the jokes about them in the Bible. It's like you can find out who they are by the jokes. It's specific. Yeah, there's jokes about their house in there and everything. So um, about God joking, Jesus is anointed with oil of gladness above his fellows. That means he joked around with everybody a lot. He had joy of the Lord. Joy of the Lord is your strength. And why do we even have to say this over and over about God can be happy? He can be happy. He can tell a joke. He made us in his image. So he has a sense of humor, right? If he made us in his image and we can laugh, he can laugh. We can tell jokes, he can tell jokes. He can speak to us in every language, right? Yeah, and so the jokes are parables. They tell a story. He can tell the whole end times in jokes. He can tell them in new children's parables. He can tell them in new songs. He can tell them in stories from the Old Testament. Tell the old end times. So that's what you get from being the friend of God. He'll be your friend. He'll tell you jokes, and he talks to me like a friend. He always has, but now it's really a lot. I love it. I can't get enough. The more he tells me, the more I want to know. He showed me like the Garden of Eden, and he showed me the keys to get through the angel gates, the resurrection. He gave me songs for the resurrection, healing songs. He told me all about the two witnesses. I know exactly who they are. Anybody else know who they are? I know who they are. And what else? There's so much stuff he told me, but the jokes though. I mean, y'all gotta lighten up on God. And the new names, he gives me new names, and I have jokes, new names. I have a lot of joke new names. I have a lot of good new names. I mean, they're all good, but I have 3,000 new names, and I didn't give them to myself. He sings to me in diverse languages, and I look them up on the computer. I look it up the languages, and I found a bunch of new names. Hiawatha, the breath of the Amen. Mystery ridiculous one. Uh, mirthful soul. Meribah means mirthful soul. Try that, Meribah. That means he tested my laughter ability. He said, "Man, I'm gonna have somebody that knows me, that gets my jokes." He's he showed me all kinds of jokes. They're deep. There's jokes in the Strong's Concordance. You can look up. I can look up a word in the Strong's Concordance. He says, "Look up this word." It is a joke. I mean, that is fantastic, right? The Lord is talented. He's multiple. He's deep, wide, long, and high. His jokes, man, they're good. He tells corny jokes, funny jokes. He even tells sex jokes. He said, newlyweds are overcomers. And, yep. So, so people are really putting him in a box. That's why he needs an ensign. He needs an ensign before the ensign. Because I got slandered today. Lady said, I already talked to you before about telling these jokes. I'm like, all right. You've probably already been a terror before, too. You were a terror then, you're still a terror now. Go in the terror pile. That's what the letters do. They separate y'all out into piles. Um, he told me, here's a joke about people, 144,000 that are going to rebuke the two witnesses. He said they're going to be working the latrine. And you know what? They can't. Some of them did come on there saying they're going to be working the latrines. They're going to be doing maid work. They are. That's crazy, right? Why do they want that? It's not even necessary. Because you know what? He says love your brother as yourself, right? Love God and love your brother. So you don't love God when he posts the letter there. And you don't love your mother who posts the letters there. So that's like dishonoring your mother and father and slandering the word of the Lord. So you're not like triple, triple diluted, triple confused, triple messed up. And I didn't want to do this. I just volunteered. I said, make me useful, Lord. Use me. And he said, I'm going to make you my right hand. And he gave me a bunch of right arm names. Gave me a bunch of moon names. A bunch of laugh names. Mirthful, giggle, Mary chortle. Yeah, hear me chortling. Yeah, so he makes me laugh all night long sometimes. Oh, I'll get up to go to the bathroom. And he says, oh, I'm glad you're up. I got a joke for you. And I laughed the whole rest of the night. So he said I'll be laughing until I get my head off, and I'll be laughing. I'll get the last laugh. I did see that. I will be laughing because they're gonna mention the rhino rapture at my beheading, and some jokes. But now I got some outrageous jokes. If I have to post them, I'm gonna definitely be beheaded. Some of these jokes, please don't make me post. You know what? We don't know God like we thought we did. He came singing to me. He said, "You don't know me. You don't know me." And he showed me some things. I said, "Oh, I didn't know you." He said, "Now, even now, it showed me a whole lot of stuff." He thought, I mean, I see his heart. I hear his heart. And now, he said, "You've only seen the tip of the iceberg of what I have prepared for you." Because I had visions of heaven, and I know I can feel him petting my hair and stuff. And I got the new names and everything, but I don't have it manifested in my sight. And now it's going to come, though. It's going to come. We're going to be so overwhelmed by his beauty. Let him be God. Let him be himself. He really appreciates being able to be himself. He appreciates you being natural, too. He appreciates me being natural girl. So I got no makeup. I got all natural hair care, all natural skin care. I don't use medication or whatever. So, uh, not pharmacy. So anyway, there's like a lot of things about jokes. It's really important to, well, the wisdom of God, the foolishness of God, his jokes are wiser than the foolishness of men. Oops. No, the wisdom of God, I can't even do it. The foolishness of God, his jokes, are wiser than the wisdom of men. Because we have men preaching on YouTube. You have men saying, I'm the bride of Christ. He ain't marrying no man. He's not gay. So, yeah, he's wise. He's wise. He knows he's not going to get into that kind of thing. All right, God bless.